It's Olivia Lane, and this is my song So Good It Hurts from my new EP, The One. He's got me feeling like 100 on the Fahrenheit, but it's only 65 outside tonight. Shutting downtown, baby, got them baby blues, and I got him, so nobody got it better than I do. All eyes on him when he rolls through. Anybody can look, but they can't touch. Dance floor, but to get all tore up. Ooh, got me on his arm like a tattoo, taking me to heaven in the black boots. Couldn't stop staring if I had to. Spinning me, dipping me, kissing me, killing me, giving me chills. My babe, wearing Luke Casey's, working that pearl snap shirt. He's a heart attack and that snapback. Go on, put me in the dirt. He looks so good, it hurts. So good, so good, so good. He's got the James Dean thing, but redefined. Ain't nobody like him from here to any county line. Got a little GQ in his down-home roots, but his hey y'all still sounds smooth. Got my name rolled off of his lips, and I'm irreversibly his. Ooh, got me on his arm like a tattoo, taking me to heaven in the black boots. Couldn't stop staring if I had to. Spinning me, dipping me, kissing me, killing me, giving me chills. My babe, wearing Luke Casey's, working that pearl snap shirt. He's a heart attack and that snapback. Go on, put me in the dirt. He looks so good, it hurts. So good, so good, so good. So good, so good, so good. Everybody in there got their eyes glued on him too, but he's looking at me like I'm the only girl in the room. Looking at me like I'm the only girl in the room. Got me on his arm like a tattoo, taking me to heaven in the black boots. Couldn't stop staring if I had to. Spinning me, dipping me, kissing me, killing me, giving me chills. My babe, wearing Luke Casey's, working that pearl snap shirt. He's a heart attack and that snapback. Go on, put me in the dirt. He looks so good, it hurts. So good, so good, so good. So good, so good, so good.
Hey guys, it's Gail with PopCulture.com, and we are here with Olivia Lane. Olivia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So many things we're going to talk about. I want to start with your EP called The One, coming out August 9th.
Yay!
Describe it for us.
Yeah, I think The One is kind of sort of a summary of what I've been through this last year and a half, 2 years. I was really heavily on the road. And when you're on the road for a while, you kind of stop taking care of yourself because you're a rock star, right? And I was just like, you know what? I've had enough. I need to go into the studio and sort of figure out what that next Olivia Lane chapter is. And I haven't come out with an EP since 2016. So a lot's happened. I've grown up. I kind of had to dive into this self-love journey. And all of these songs on the new EP are sort of what my self-love journey was and what I found out about myself.
What was that moment like? Take me to that moment when you realized I'm really in an unhealthy place.
Yeah. I remember it was February. There was this big function in town called CRS. I did a performance, and I remember getting off stage, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't. My body is shutting down. I actually started losing my voice. And so I was like, okay, well, that's the one thing I have to be good at since I'm a singer. So I kind of just put a pause on everything. I started analyzing what I needed to do. I needed to go back to vocal lessons. I needed to treat my body with love and with care. And I couldn't just, be out on the road. And, when you're out on the road, you're meeting lots of people, you're giving your energy away. I had to learn how to fill my cup back up. And that is hard work. Like everybody says, be yourself, do the things that make you happy. It's like, that takes a lot of work to figure that out. And so I needed to dive into sort of figuring out what makes me happy, what do I love.
That had to have been terrifying.
It was. It was like, oh my gosh, my career's over. What am I doing with my life? What do I want to say? All of these really hard questions that it's like, I know that my purpose is to be a singer, but what is my purpose to help people? Like, what am I supposed to say to them? Like, who do I want my fans, like, what do I want them to want me to be, you know? What can I give them? What can I fill up their cup with? And I, in a very roundabout way, I learned that you can only give so much if your cup is full. You have to be good with yourself so you can be good for other people.
How long was that? So 3 years for an artist is a long time. So how long was this journey for you till you were like, okay, I'm ready?
Yeah, so it was like 2016, put out that EP, February 2017, I was like, nada, done. 2017 to till now, really, 2019. I kind of like stripped away everything. I tried different producers. I tried writing with different songwriters just to sort of, I was open to try anything. While I was broken, I was still very open.
Ooh, there's a song title.
I know. See, this is what happens when you're a songwriter. Can someone write that down for me? You just say things sometimes, but it's, I really look back on that time because I'm now sort of on that healing. I'm on the other side of it. And I wouldn't have gotten to where I am right now in this project had I not gone through that dark time or that brokenness. But yeah, it just really requires a lot of self-reflection.
As somebody, you and I go back quite a few years.
We do.
You seem to be in a really healthy place. Like there just seems to be a new energy about you now.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, I think looking back, I've grown up. I've learned how to love myself. I found somebody to love the self that I love, which is amazing. And it's a daily thing where it's like, it's a confidence thing, I think, that once you go through something so dire or where you feel like you're just split wide open and you have to put the pieces back together, it gives you just a new outlook on life and a new confidence, I think.
Okay, so you're single, So Good It Hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about the inspiration for the song, and then we need to talk about the video, which is amazing. So talk about the inspiration for the song first.
Yeah, so the inspiration behind So Good It Hurts is literally kind of like glorifying my boyfriend. I love him so much. And again, it's like I found somebody to love the person that I love when I look in the mirror. And I think that's the most important thing. And I honestly just wanted to sort of write an ode to him, but not only just him as a person. I really love, like, he really cares about the way he looks. And like, he'll look in the mirror and he's like, oh, my hair's not right, or this or that. And like, sometimes it's kind of annoying when I'm like, hey, we gotta go. But I love going out with him when he feels like at his most confidence. He's got like his jeans and his boots, and it makes me feel more confident because I'm like, my partner's super confident. We're just entering the room like, hey, everybody look at us. We're kind of the same in that way. We work the room a lot. We compete sometimes, but yeah, he's just like a good man, and I just wanted to write a song about a good man.
So did he inspire the video? I was waiting till the end because I'm like, surely I'm going to see somebody's face at the end. It's a mystery.
No, it is. So I kind of had this epiphany when I was sort of trying to think about what I wanted to do for the video. And while it is about a guy, it's to me, it's kind of a female empowerment song because it's a woman owning who she loves and why she loves him and the things that she loves about him. And so I was like, okay, how do I make this kind of like female centric? Oh, okay, we'll do an entire video of women kind of playfully objectifying a man, but you never see his face. I was like, you cannot see his face because it won't have the same effect. You want to focus on the girls' reactions. And I was like, I just want them to be hilarious, meme-worthy, GIF-worthy. Like, let's just make the video just full of life and fun from a female's perspective.
Are you ever going to show his face? Like, you know, do an Instagram post or something?
Yes, we actually did.
Okay.
There, you can go find it out. We did this whole campaign, like, who is he? Like, you know the man in the jeans, you know the back of his head. A lot of people were like, is that your boyfriend? And we were like, I don't know. But yeah, we did do a campaign, so you can go check it out.
We will check it out. Okay, you're on Songland.
Yes.
Talk about how you got on that show. What a great opportunity.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just really, really proud and honored to be part of a show where I feel like everybody wins. And I think that the creators of Songland, which were the creators of The Voice, did a really good job in making such a unique and cool show. And I think being part of a first season is always really cool because you get to see how everybody's working things out on the show. TV moves so fast. I mean, it's just like bada bing, bada boom. But they kind of reached out. They found me just randomly. And like fast forward maybe 4 or 5 months, I found out on Friday I was going to be on the show. I'm in LA on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. And so there were all these documents you had to sign, all these things you had to do, and all these hoops you kind of had to like jump through. But when I was there, it was a week of filming, and I don't know if I told you this, but I lived in LA for 6 years.
Okay.
Doing acting, trying to, make my career happen in different ways before the songwriting thing really clicked. And it was just a really funny moment for me. I was like, I had to move to Nashville to get on these sets.
Wow.
I had to go through, becoming the best songwriter I could be, doing the whole artist journey to come back and actually be where I wanted to be so long ago.
Wow.
Which was pretty powerful. The whole time I was just like, this is weird. But yeah, the show is such a fantastic opportunity. You get a chance to pitch your song to a huge artist. And you just have to watch and see what happens.
Talk about the song, Perfect Skin.
Yeah, so Perfect Skin, I think, is the perfect summation of like sort of that broken time I went through. I remember coming into a write, feeling a little defeated, and we just kind of stumbled on this title called Perfect Skin. I wrote it with Dave Pittenger and Bonnie Baker, and we all knew the song was really special, but it was one of those writes where it's like I feel like feelings were just falling out of my mouth, like into words. And I tried cutting that song for myself after we wrote it, because we wrote it back in like maybe late 2017, early 2018. So it's been a while, and it just never worked. And now kind of seeing like God's plan with the whole song, I was just like, oh, it was meant for the show. But it really is just like, it's kind of a song where it's like we can be so mean to ourselves sometimes. Like we tell people, like you can do this, you can do it. It's like, and sometimes we don't tell ourselves that. But our flaws and our imperfections, like that's what makes our stories compelling. That's what makes us who we are. And we have to own that. And so I think Perfect Skin really tells that story in a sort of a reminder to like, hey, love yourself. Love yourself the way you are.
Wow, that's really cool.
So it's just interesting how the journey of that song ended up on this show and the way that it's changed, because the concept of the show is you take a song and you change it for the artist. So it's just, it'll be out when the episode drops, so you can go listen to it.
Awesome, we will.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to talk about tour plans.
Yes.
I need to tell people what she scared the death out of me a couple years ago. You toured in people's houses.
I did.
And I was petrified. I was petrified. You still do this?
Yeah. It's called the She Fits Living Room Tour. And I think I got a little ahead of myself by, I was just super excited to get out on the road. And I was just like, I'm going to go to everybody's living rooms, and it's going to be a love fest, and it's going to be amazing. And it's been like a tour I feel like I'm going to have until I go out of this world, because I overcommitted myself. But I love my fans so much that I just want to connect with people. Like, I'm that kind of person where I love people. I love what makes them tick. I love their quirks. I love getting to know them. And I just love my fans so much that I wanted to sort of come to their hometowns and meet their families and get to know them on a deep personal level. And so, we're still doing that.
Any terrible experiences?
Not terrible, just strange. Very strange. Yeah, I mean, we've been to the backwoods of Alabama all the way to like the high life in New York City. So it's just like, I think it sort of keeps me aware that all of my fans come from different backgrounds and different things, and their lives are completely different. And so when I go back to the writing room, it kind of gives me a perspective on, I need to cater to this person all the way over here, all the way to the opposite end of the spectrum, and make sure I don't exclude anybody, and keep my songs as universal as possible, because it is really wonderful getting to see my fans on an intimate level and see how they live, so I can be a better artist for them, if that makes any sense.
Taking applications for security.
Yes, that too.
Okay, so you're coming into country music at a really interesting time with Maren Morris, Kelsea Ballerini, Lindsay Ell, we could go on and on, kind of making their rise.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
In terms of, what do you mean?
Fighting your way a little bit.
Oh, I mean, it's a fight every day. I mean, I think it's a fight every day for Maren Morris and for people at the top of their game to challenge themselves. And when you are at the top, how do you push yourself more as an artist? I think it's, for me personally, like rising to the top, it's kind of a weird thing for me to grasp on because it seems like it's competition. And it's not, to be honest, because there's room for everybody, but there's different struggles that we all go through, and there will be different songs from different artists. It's like you can't really even compare apples and oranges, even though it kind of seems like our society wants to. And so you just kind of have to like ignore all that as an artist and really just push yourself. You have to push yourself as an artist. That's what I've really, really learned. Like whether you're Miranda Lambert or, you know, you're just moving to Nashville. It's like, how do I push myself and become a better artist? And how do I get myself out of the comparison game? Because we do that all day, whether we like it or not. When you log onto Instagram, you're comparing yourself. Even to people that you don't really want their life, it sinks in somewhere to your psyche. But I'm like so thrilled that I get to study these women's careers and take little tidbits from them. It's like, I like what she did there. I don't like that necessarily. That's not like for me, but maybe this is how I could do that. Or which lane could I take because this girl is kind of like here and there. And you kind of like, you doctor your map a little bit, not completely, but you just have to learn. You have to be a sponge, I think.
And you're ready to work.
I'm so ready to work. Let me work. Let me get out there. Give me a chance. No, but I mean, every single day. I mean, it's like every time you walk out the door, you have to be on your A game as an artist. You have to be looking for those opportunities and looking the part and, you know, feeling your best self. Because I just know at the end of the day, like when I do log out on my Instagram and I see my fans having a crappy day and they come to me for, you know, guidance or positivity, like I want to be that person.
This is why we love her. For more on Olivia and all your other favorite artists, please visit popculture.com.